All right, so here's review. We have no laughing matter. No laughing matter is is a serious situation to you, but it might be funny to the other person, but at least to you it's serious. So um, an example would be, let's say you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. So here's an example. I let's say I mean I'm married, but let's say before I was married, I broke up with one of my ex-girlfriends. Now one of my friends tell me, "Hey, congratulations, you have freedom. Yeah, let's go clubbing tonight." You know, to him it's funny or it's a good thing, but I tell him, "Hey, it's no laughing matter. This is serious. I feel bad." So that's what that is, all right? Uh I mean business, or he means business, or she means business, right? That means, that person is serious about something, okay? So, you know, I tell someone, hey, look, I want to start my own company and I want you to tell me what you think of it. And they're like, really? And, I tell them, yeah, I mean business. I'm serious. All right. So, because when you mean business, in business, you have money being transferred. So it's a serious thing because you're going to make or lose money, right? Next is save face. When you say save face, it's like really you're trying to protect your image. You're protecting your image, okay? Preserve a good image. When you save face, you protect your image. And so, let's say you're late for a meeting, you got to save face. Cuz now you look bad that you're late. So if you're late, to save face, what do? You tell them why you're late. First, you apologize. Hey, I'm sorry. Then you tell them, oh, it's Korea. The traffic is just terrible. I got stuck in traffic. And so that's how you save face, right? That's how you protect your good image, okay? So that's save face. Make a big deal of whatever. And when you make a big deal of something, is you make something bigger than what it is, all right? So, maybe you have a friend who made a big deal out of nothing, or when you first started work and it was a minor problem, but because you just first started, it was a really big problem to you. Maybe your seniors were like, hey, look, don't make a big deal out of that, don't worry, it's no big deal, don't stress. Next, we have blow the whistle. When you blow the whistle, you report another's wrongdoing. You are a whistleblower, right? But when you blow the whistle, normally this is kind of big, like big company, maybe a big company's running some kind of scam. Um, maybe some Chinese corporation is stealing intellectual property from another country, and someone within that corporation blows the whistle. They go to the news outlets or the government, which even if you went to the Chinese government and says that, nobody will care. But anyway, but you blow the whistle, right? Or some government scandal, maybe somebody in the government, they are misleading the people, telling them where their tax dollars are going to, but that person in the government is using the tax dollars, or tax one in our case, because we live in Korea. Anyway, tax money on a different reason. So now the whistleblower, the person who knows about this, they, go to the authorities. Authorities means, the police, FBI's, or they go to the news outlets and they blow the whistle. Okay. Now, blowing the whistle is different than someone who's a rat or a snitch. A rat is normally a person who's involved in the crime and then they turn on their, their fellow criminals, right? Their team. A snitch is a person, and so a rat is snitching, right? A snitch uh, is a person that, basically they're telling on other people, okay? And so then we have snitch and gossip, right? So remember a difference between a rat and a snitch in terms of nouns, okay? If you could say that person's a rat, that means that person he's part of a group and they got caught by the police and that person started telling the police on his group members. A snitch doesn't have to be a part of the group. They just heard about it and they go to the authorities. But you could say that rat snitched because, snitch can be a verb instead of a noun. And if you say that person's ratting, that means you're using it as a verb as well. So that's really the difference between rat and snitch. And then there's snitch and gossip. Now, snitch and gossip is different. Snitch and gossip is like, let's say I know a very wealthy man. And I work for his company. And he's an older man, so he has a daughter. She's like in her mid-20s, but I didn't know. And let's say he took his daughter to a very nice restaurant in a hotel, and after they ate dinner, they're walking out the hotel, and I see them. And his daughter has her arms wrapped around his arm. So I'm like, oh, Lord, he's cheating on his wife. Now, if I'm gossiping, I will go to work the next day or, whatever. Maybe I saw them on a Friday, so the following week on a Monday, and I start telling everybody at work, hey, so-and-so, the CEO, yeah, I saw him with a pretty 20-some-year-old girl. Man, I think he's cheating on his wife. That's gossip. Now, if I was to snitch on him, I will go to his wife. I'll say, hey, Miss So-and-so, I saw your husband with a 20-some-year-old girl. He might be cheating on you. Right? So that's the difference between snitch and gossip. All right. He sings like the gospel choir. If you say he or she sings like the gospel choir, that means when they know something, they just tell everybody. Everybody knows about it. There's dot every I, cross every T. That's like, when your boss tells you to do some tedious work. Tedious work is like, it's like work that you have to check on every little part of that project or assignment to make sure everything is done correctly. Like if you're doing your taxes, you're a tax agent, you got to make sure you fill in all the blanks perfectly. That's, you cross every I, you dot every I, you cross every T. Ugh. Anyway, all right.